High school volleyball coming our way tonight, the final night of the regular season for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, second to final night for the Lyman Lady Raiders, who come to Parkview Gym to pay the Lady Buffs a visit. Our first look at volleyball this season, but we want to try to get geared up to go into the postseason. Now that high school football has finished its regular season, we still have postseason football to come, but tonight we're going to go with the girls as the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes have their Dig Pink night, or their blocking for a cure night, as they call it. This month of October, of course, breast cancer awareness, and volleyball teams get very much involved in the fight against breast cancer and all forms of cancer as well. Tonight, a special night here for the Lady Buffaloes. It's also senior night. They've got 8 seniors who have been honored this evening, so all that's left is to play a little bit of volleyball, and we'll set you up for that. Good evening with you. Again, Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Jeff Duncan back in studio. We'll keep us up and running here for Monday night volleyball. Our coverage of Stanley County and Lyman volleyball on KGFX is made possible by the Stanley County Booster Club, First Dakota National Bank, by McDonald's and Avera St. Mary's Hospital, also by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Bottom Line Welding, and Bank West in Pierre. And our coverage of high school volleyball tonight also helped out by our Lyman friends, including Kennebec Telephone Service, BJ's Food Center, Halverson Oil, Dakota Prairie Bank, and Darren Boyle Sales, and brought to you in part by Thrivent Financial of Chamberlain. And this game is brought to you within the broadcast by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Boyd Konzemius Agency of American Family Insurance, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Lynn's Dakota Mart, CHS Midwest Cooperatives, the folks at Bauman Lumber, and also Wagner Auto in Pierre. They're the one place to go, and they remind you to keep up to date with the scores of tonight's game. At the end of each of our sets, we'll give you that Wagner Auto scoreboard, sponsored by Wagner Auto Company in Pierre. Well, two teams that have had tough seasons, lots of ups and downs, mostly downs, though. Both teams with losing records coming into the final nights of the regular season, as we mentioned, for Stanley County. Lyman will finish their season tomorrow night down at Burke, but both teams would really like to see a little bit of momentum just to see whatever problems they can cause perhaps for other teams in their respective region tournaments, which will begin next week, I guess, on Monday and Tuesday. And again, just looking for a little momentum and try to get a Highway 83 or an Interstate 90 or a Central South Dakota rivalry with some bragging rights going into that postseason as well. It's kind of what's up for grabs here tonight. We'll talk about keys to success. We've got your starting lineups to come in our pregame show as well, and we'll do that beginning in 2 minutes as we bring you high school volleyball tonight. 1060 KGFX, 107.1 FM, and online too at drgnews.com.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Today, the average person spends more time researching their TV purchases than they spend researching their mortgage options. TVs are pretty complex, but have you ever tried to read a mortgage contract? Think about it. Shouldn't we be giving at least as much consideration to a 30-year loan as we do a 50-inch screen? At First Dakota, we believe that the more a home buyer knows, the better the home buying experience. Home loans from First Dakota National Bank. We love answering questions. Visit firstdakota.com. First Dakota is an equal opportunity lender.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
The members of the Stanley County Booster Club are proud to sponsor the Stanley County Wish List. Each year, Booster Club members raise money used to grant thousands of dollars of wishes made by teachers, coaches, advisors, and administration. They invite you to join them. They welcome your ideas and would appreciate your help serving even just one night in the concession stand. Meetings are held the first Monday each month, 6:30 p.m. at the Valley Tap. They invite you to join them. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Welcome back at Parkview Gym as the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes get set to entertain the Lyman Raiders. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. We'd like to remind you that you can see this game as well as hear it with our YouTube uplink, which we've got the live stream going on right now. Go to youtube.com, subscribe to the KGFX link if you have not done so already. Just like we've been giving you Stanley County football this season, you can also view and see the action here on our YouTube channel through KGFX. So that's what's going on worldwide. And then when this match comes to an end, once the upload is complete, we'll have this one available for archive playback on demand through youtube.com. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you all season long on your way to and from the games, please avoid a kiss with death and always plan a designated driver, not to mention buckle up every trip, every time. Those reminders from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. We start our pregame show looking at keys to success in this one. Keys in our pregame show brought to you by the Boyd Conzemius Agency of American Family Insurance. And we haven't seen these teams play yet, or at least myself personally, but we have a pretty good idea what both teams will bring to the table. Both teams have the capability of playing some pretty competitive volleyball. Stanley County, for example, their last time out, they went 5 sets with Highmore Herald, and Highmore Herald actually got them 15-12. Unfortunately, Stanley County got off to a pretty good start in that 5th game. They just couldn't finish that 5th set, and what would have been their 7th victory of the season. They do come in 6 and 15. Highmore Herald did win that 5th game the other night, 15-12. That was on Friday night. Lyman also has their last game played was against Highmore Herald. They got a 4-set victory over the Lady Pirates on Tuesday night last week in a match you might have heard on KPLO FM. But Stanley County, again, they've got a little size at the line, or at the net, I should say. If they can get some things set up in system, they can get some good shots up and across the net, make it very difficult for perhaps, in this case, the Lyman back row to get some quick reflexes, do some digging, keep some plays alive. But it all starts with passing. I think for both of these teams, when we talk keys to success, we're going to basically be talking about the very same things. It just depends on starting with serve receive. Can you get a good pass up to your setter right there in the middle of the floor? Can the setter get a good pass up to the hitters up at the net? And also, can the hitters get the good timing, get everything set up and hit them hard over the net? Because obviously, when you get things in system, this is a word that volleyball coaches use quite a bit. If you can get in system, obviously the advantage swings your way, especially if you can do that more consistently. Now, consistency has been and continues to be a problem for both teams. But again, you look at the measure of success, and for teams who have struggled over the course of the season, how much have they improved from game one to match number, well, in this case, number 22 for Stanley County, or number 26 for Lyman. And that's one way, obviously, you can measure success. We'll see how good these teams look as they get ready to go into postseason. Of course, they both like to get another victory, maybe to pad their seedings where they are right now. Stanley County is looking at a number 5 seed right now in Region 6A, which begins a week from tomorrow night. Probably going to end up going to Mobridge Pollock for a first-round game. However, Stanley County did beat Mobridge Pollock in their only match and their only meeting this year. That was here at Parkview Gym during the Big Dakota Conference Tournament. That was a 2 straight set victory for Stanley County, but that's what they're looking at, and they just want to make sure, again, I think they're pretty set in that 5 seed. They want to get an opportunity to just get some momentum built against a pretty good and a pretty manageable opponent, I think, as well, for Stanley County. Lyman coming in at 8-17. They are facing probably a number 6 seed, which in all likelihood will be the case in Region 7B, and they'll have to play a first-round game on Monday if the seedings hold up. They would host Crazy Horse, but then the winner of that match, and most likely Lyman would win that one and then would head out west to go to number 3 seed New Underwood on Tuesday night of next week. But again, that's still a week away. Lyman still has this match here in Fort Pierre, and then they go to Burke tomorrow to finish off the regular season. So momentum, key to success, getting into system. Good serving, good receiving, good serve receive, I should say. But I think an aggressive serve can help both teams as well. Just minimize your mistakes as best you can. Try to stay focused. All of those things will boil down into keys to success, which we give to you, and they're a courtesy of the Boyd Conzemius Agency in Pierre. Let's hear from Boyd Conzemius. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're back with starting lineups as our pregame continues. Stanley County and Lyman High School volleyball coming up on KGFX.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher.
Dan Webmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer.
So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need, because our dream is to become a century farm, a farm that's been in our family 100 years, and pass this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact the Boyd Conzemius Agency, Inc. in Pierre and Phillip.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53782.
Good luck, Raiders, from BJ's Food Center in Kennebec. BJ's Food Center has everything a local grocery store has. Fresh produce, hand-cut meats, snacks, and weekly specials throughout the store. Plus a friendly staff to help you find whatever you're looking for. When you shop at BJ's, you leave feeling good about supporting a small-town business. BJ's Food Center is proud to support the Lyman Raiders in all their school activities.
Kennebec Telephone Company Incorporated and their divisions, Charlie's Welding and Auto Repair, KTC Construction, PowerCom TCS, and Napa of Chamberlain proudly support all area youth in their activities. Since 1908, Kennebec Telephone Company has provided the Lyman area with high-speed internet, local and long-distance telephone service, Real Choice TV, excavating, sprinkler systems, electrical work, computer repair, smart homes and farms, auto and welding repair, and Napa Auto Parts. Call our office and find out what we can do for you.
The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories. They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
We're back at Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre. Stanley County and Lyman still going through pregame warm-ups on Dig Pink night here at Stanley County. The Lady Buffaloes will be donning their bright pink jerseys. What's the color? I don't know. Fuchsia? That's going to be the color of the night for the Lady Buffaloes. Should look pretty good when we show the support for breast cancer awareness here in Fort Pierre tonight. You just heard from Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. Might be a popular place to visit now that the hunting season is in full earnest and off and running here in South Dakota. Teton River Traders Gun Shop sponsors the naming of tonight's starting lineups for both teams, and we'll look at it this way for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. On senior night again, first of all, we'll give you the seniors in just a little bit, but the starting rotation begins with Brea Clayman, who is a right side hitter, a 5'9" senior. Courtney Brown, a 5'8" senior, hits from the outside, also in that starting rotation, a defensive specialist, but with the possibilities of hitting from the outside as well. Allie McQuistion at 5'7", also the senior. Carly Leafgreen, the middle hitter, is the junior, and the 6-footer right in the middle at the net, along with Caitlin Hebner, a 5'8" junior, in the other round of the rotation. Setting it all for everybody, Natalie Schaffelman, the senior, at 5'8", the primary setter. The libero is Sam Longbreak. She's a 5'2" senior for the Lady Buffaloes as well. It's Clayman, Brown, McQuistion, Leafgreen, Hebner, Schaffelman, the starting rotation, with Longbreak, the libero. We mentioned Brea Clayman, Courtney Brown, Allie McQuistion, Natalie Schaffelman. Those are the starters, along with Sam Longbreak, who are all seniors here being recognized on senior night. Maddie Titze also on the team, Emma Cowan, and Cedar Scott also being recognized on senior night here for Stanley County. Lady Buffaloes 6-15, head coached by Danny Leafgreen, assisted by Tony Ruff. The starting lineups for the Lyman Raiders, brought to you by Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre, look like this. Katie Tersa is a setter at the starting setter, the senior, at 5'4". Now Stanley County's got 8 seniors on their team. Lyman has 1. That happens to be Katie Tersa, the primary setter for the Lady Raiders. She'll set it up for the hitters, including Ellie Erickson, who is a 5'6" freshman. She'll play a lot in the back row, but has the opportunities to hit up front as well. Lindsay Theory will set at times, otherwise hitting from the right side, a 5'7" junior. Drew Luff is a hitter, whether from the outside or middle, sophomore at 5'9". Kate Garnos, a middle hitter at 5'8" and a junior. And Casey Wagner, who the Raiders will look to do a lot of the damage tonight, a junior at 5'8". With Tersa, Erickson, Garnos, Theory, Luff, and Wagner, the starting rotation. J.C. Miller is the libero for the Lyman Raiders, a 5'6" junior defensive specialist. The Raiders are 8-17. Their head coach is Alyssa Tillman. She's assisted by Cindy Ozan. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by the Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. But we have another starting lineup to give to you. It's the naming of tonight's game officials, our net officials, the law on the court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. They're licensed by the High School Activities Association to officiate high school volleyball. And again, they are the law on the court. We'll tell you who they are after you hear this from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office.
SHINE, the state senior health insurance program, and the Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, are fighting fraud and abuse in the healthcare system. If you have Medicare, you can help by guarding your Medicare number. Don't share it with anybody who contacts you by telephone, email, or in person. Medicare will never contact you for your Medicare number or other personal information. To report potential fraud, waste, or abuse, call Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986. That's 1-800-300-1986.
South Dakota Attorney General's Office giving us our law on the court. Tonight's game officials, and from the Pierre area, include Todd Sandel and Lisa Webb. They will be minding the net as our game officials tonight, Todd Sandel and Lisa Webb. And in the corners doing the line judging will be Adam Dannenbring and Bailey Tibbs. Those are the game officials, our law on the court, with Mr. Sandel, Ms. Webb, Mr. Dannenbring, and Ms. Tibbs. Tonight are, again, the game officials. Sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and Division of Consumer Protection. That pretty much does it for our pregame show. They still have the starting lineups to go through on the floor, and we'll have our national anthem here at Parkview as well. But we'll give you an idea maybe of some of the upcoming activities that we have here on KGFX. We've mentioned it is high school football postseason. The Buffaloes and Lyman both losing their first-round matches last Thursday. Stanley County down at Mount Vernon Plankinton, where their season began. Unfortunately, it also came to an end with a 42-21 loss. Lyman ended up losing a pretty good start down at Corsica Stickney, but the Jaguars beat the Raiders 30-14. Lyman ends their season 3-6. The Buffaloes ended at 5-4. But they look ahead to basketball season, maybe wrestling season as well. But we do still have more high school football. We'll have the Sully Buttes Chargers entertaining Kadoka area on Thursday night with a 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock kick and a 6:30 pregame. We pause for 2 minutes, and we are back with more high school volleyball on KGFX.
Helverson Oil in Kennebec is proud to sponsor the Lyman County Raiders and wish them the best of luck in today's game. Helverson Oil is the place to stop for oil changes, tire and brake service, batteries, and hunting supplies. They have a full C-store with 24-hour pay at the pump and E85 gas and premium diesel fuel. Good luck to all teams participating, and go Raiders! From Judy and the staff at Helverson Oil in Kennebec.
The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank is proud to support our young athletes in tonight's game. This time of year isn't just busy for them, but moms and dads and other sports fans as well. So when you're on the go, Dakota Prairie Bank provides services that make banking simpler for you, like their online banking, checking your account, transferring money. It's quick, it's convenient, and a big help during this busy time of year. Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre, with branches in Presho and Draper, member FDIC.
Dakota Prairie Bank.
There is a way to stretch this year's feed supply and get a 7800 series bale processor from Fair Manufacturing. The 7800 series processor offers patented bale movement along with a heavy-duty aggressive rotor to process all types of bales in any condition. Other features include large flotation tires and a fine shop kit. 2 models are available, including one with in-cab controls for all functions. Darren Boyle Sales is the area dealer for the Fair Manufacturing bale processor. Machines are available now. Stop by the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Give me a call at 222-0317 or check them out online at DarrenBoyleSales.com.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests, too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
Back at Parkview Gym, beautiful rendition of our national anthem having just been performed by assistant volleyball coach Tony Ruff of the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Again, digging pink tonight, and we remind you we do have the video stream. The live stream is up and running from Parkview Gym. You can see the Lady Buffaloes in their hot pink jerseys celebrating or showing their support for breast cancer awareness this evening. Lyman is in their black jerseys, white numbers, red trim, and getting ready to go with the starting lineup. Still being announced here on the floor at Parkview Gym. Before we went to break, we were talking about football playoffs continuing here on KGFX. Sully Buttes will be entertaining Kadoka area on KGFX. That'll be coming up on Thursday evening, and again, a 7 o'clock kickoff if memory serves, and we'll be on the air at about 6:35. Hope you can join us as we continue to follow the postseason in high school football. Of course, Sully Buttes, for those who have been following Lyman and Stanley County, predominantly Sully Buttes, the number 1 ranked team in Class 9B, and pretty good odds-on favorite, I think, to go to the Dakota Dome for the second year in a row and what would be the third of the last 4 years. So hope you can join us for that. KPLO-FM, also in central South Dakota, will be following Kimball White Lake, who got a first-round win at Jones County White River, and they will head up to the east central part of the state. They take on the Badgers of Arlington Lake Preston, who actually is unbeaten at 9-0 so far this season. So number 7, Kimball White Lake at number 2, Arlington Lake Preston. That'll be on KPLO-FM. Other games on the Dakota Radio Group up, of course, the Pierre Governors will be hosting Spearfish. Governors are the top-ranked team, top-seeded team in 11AA. That'll be on River 92.7. We will also have Timberlake entertaining New Underwood, the number 1 versus number 8 seeds in Class 9A. That'll be on KMLO. And Mobridge Pollock still alive after getting a first-round victory at Groton. They will head to Bridgewater Emory Ethan, and we'll have that one on Star 99. So we'll have 5 games coming up on Thursday night as the postseason continues in high school football. And, of course, we'll be looking ahead, following Stanley County and on KGFX from time to time, and also KPLO over the course of the basketball season. Girls and boys basketball will start up on or about, well, the first full week of December. So we look forward to that, but we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Here we're getting ready to go. The opening serve of tonight's volleyball action will be brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Stanley County, as we follow this one, as we're set up in the corner in the press box at Parkview Gym, we'll be hitting from far court to near or from left to right if that works better. Lyman returning from right to left as the Liberos have taken their spots. Sam Longbreak for the Stanley County Buffaloes, and J.C. Miller for Lyman. And our Lynn's Dakota Mart first serve is put into play by Lindsay Theory and hit across, and Stanley County unable to get anything set up on a good return. Longbreak had to try to run one down up to the net, unable to get it across. So Lyman strikes first. Every point, of course, every serve resulting in a point. Lady Buffaloes setting something up with a free ball to return. Carly Leafgreen the last to touch. Lyman will set one up in the middle, but a miss hit up front into the net from Kate Garnos. So both teams will start with a hitting error, and we've got a 1-1 beginning. Brea Clayman, the senior for the Lady Buffs, ready to serve for the first time for Stanley County. Played up. Nice pass up to the center. Left-handed swing up front for Drew Luff, but dug out by the Lady Buffaloes. Cleared away. Now a tap up front. And Garnos unable to get it, but they get it right back. Garnos from back on the 10-foot line will hit it away. 1-2. Stanley County comes back. They get the tapper across. A lot of free balling, of course, going on, though. Here's a two-handed shove down the right sideline. Stanley County clears it out. Carly Leafgreen able to take a swing. Actually, that was Allie McQuistion. And another trip across the net. Leafgreen setting up for McQuistion, who will tap it down her left sideline, our far sideline. And Stanley County with a service point. The first kill of the night goes to Allie McQuistion of the Lady Buffaloes. 2 serving 1, just underway. Game number 1 will play to 25, and you have to win by 2. Playing the best 3 out of 5 games. Nice swing by Garnos, but tapped by Leafgreen at the net. Carly's getting it right back, but she can only tap it across. Lyman will set it up out to the left side. And Luff unable to get the swing down. Lyman gets it right back. There's a block. Nice job by Leafgreen. Stanley County almost celebrated too soon. Leafgreen got the second hit back to her. Tried to hammer it away, unable to do so. Garnis takes another swing. McQuistion saves one from going too close to the net. Lyman has it back off another free ball. Now another swing for Luff. And McQuistion, tough play, is into the net. She got the tap across. It hit the floor, but I think it would have been wide anyway, so it'll be an error on Stanley County. Long volley on that one with a lot of free ball, and we're going to see a lot of long volleys. Volleyball can tend to take a while, or it can be over in less than an hour, depending on how things go. Clayman tried to get one across and does from a long ways away. Lyman plays it up, swings it away, gets it out of there from Ella Erickson. And now the swing from Garnos, and the back row for the Lady Buffaloes. Did not expect that one. That was actually the first hit, but the ball was up in the air, and Kate Garnos able to swing and put one away. And Lyman takes the lead back, 3 serving 2. Serve from J.C. Miller, wearing the white jersey, where the rest of the Lyman Raiders are in black tonight. Nice dig out for Casey Wagner, still in the back row. Stanley County gets a block up in the middle. And an ace block for Carly Leafgreen, giving the Lady Buffaloes the side out. Leafgreen back to serve. Nice line drive across. Lyman unable to set anything up. Free balls it away. Here's a swing in the middle. Not much on it for the Lady Buffaloes. Caitlin Hebner got it out of there. Lyman sets it up over to the right side. And Katie Tursa, who's listed as a setter, but she got up there, hammered that one home down the right sideline. And Lyman holds Stanley County to a 1 and done. It'll be 4-3 Raiders. Garnos throws it up in the air, running, jump, serve. Nice return. But the pass not there for the Lady Buffaloes to get a good swing on it. They'll clear it away. Now up front is Casey Wagner. And her first swing of the night from the middle goes a little long. Out of bounds, and we're tied at 4-4. Stanley County, Lyman trading side outs on the last couple points here. Courtney Brown serving it away for Stanley County. A little tap by Wagner, almost caught one in the front corner. But Wagner got it back and then put it to the back right corner. Clayman thought it was going out of bounds. It did not. It landed right on the sideline. And so Casey Wagner gets her first kill of the night. And another trading of a side out. 5-4, back to Lyman. Right side cleared away by McQuistion. Up to Wagner. Lyman able to send it, or set it up in motion. Here's a nice little swing. Little one from McQuistion. Mistimed the jump a little bit, but it got across. Excuse me, almost fell into the campfire. McQuistion got it back, but free balled it away. Wagner will tap for Lyman. Leafgreen was there. McQuistion gets another swat. That's her best swing of the night, but right there to dig it out for Lyman was Briar Schweitzer, a 5'5 junior, who is in for the first time to play the back row. Now Lyman swings up front. And Caitlin Hebner goes a little too long and too strong. It'll go out of bounds. And our first service point in a while. This one goes to the Raiders. Leafgreen plays it up. McQuistion. Another swing, but low to the floor. And that could just as well be a kill for Allie McQuistion. Good try to get it off the floor by Katie Tursa, but no real second effort or second hit available. So Allie McQuistion will give her her second kill of the night. McQuistion's back to serve for the Lady Buffaloes. 5 serving 6. There's a block, and that's good. An ace block for Caitlin Hebner to deny the tap by Casey Wagner. As Hebner scores the defensive point. Stanley County right back into a tie. 6-6. McQuistion over the net. Played up. Swung across by Lindsay Theory. And now Clayman. Tough swing, but she got it to work out. The dig attempt by J.C. Miller went back to the net. Garnis tried to clear it across, but unable to do so. And Brea Clayman scores her first of the night. Stanley County back in front for the second time since 2-1. Clayman gets it back, swings it away. The dig is over the net, nicely covered by the Lady Buffs. So now McQuistion has to clear with her feet on the floor in the back row. Lyman unable to set anything up, but they get a free ball back on a lot of reflex action. Here's Clayman swinging cross court. Her left to right, our far court to near, and Brea just misses that one. Fourth hitting error for the Lady Buffs. And we'll be tied at 7-7. It was a 3-0 rally there by Stanley County in the meantime. Lyman serves it away. Clayman out. Left side, angles it back in. Didn't get a lot on it again. Stanley County's block is there up front. They set up a nice slide, but Hebner is dug out. And a good swing up in the middle. Back up there, well, it's still Casey Wagner. And Casey will get her second kill. So Lyman counters with a service point, and they'll take the lead again, 8 serving 7. And a few lead changes already. Good line drive serve from Ellie Erickson. Back row, it stays with McQuistion, dug back over the net. Hebner tried to hammer it back home, but Lyman is there defensively. Now back to the Lady Buffaloes. On the run is Clayman. Dig in the back row, again is right back to Stanley County. Lady Buffs have an opportunity. Clayman swings again, and this time it'll work. Brea Clayman's second kill in the early going. 8 serving 8 so far. We've been tied at 1. Tied at 2, tied at 3, tied at 4. We skipped 5, but we've been tied at 6, 7, and 8 now. So very much back and forth. Leaf Green will have a chance in the middle, and this one is on the line. There was a tap at the net anyway by the Raiders. That's a hot shot for Carly Leaf Green. We talked about in Keys to Success how both of these teams have the ability to get some things going if they can get into system, or at least if they can get their timing down. Here's a net swing, but it's a cross for Lindsay Theory. Stanley County will clear it back. But again, you can tell when the hits come a little bit harder, Leaf Green will swing, and Lyman, in trying to block, is in the net. So another point here for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, as they'll open up their first 2-point lead so far. 10 serving 8. Big serve here, almost going long by Hebner. A couple of blocks at the net. Now back to the Lady Buffaloes. Clayman ranging out to her left. Put a nice hit across, but a good dig in the back row by Katie Tursa. There's another big shot, and Leaf Green with her second. Well, she's got 3 in a row, but 2 really big hits. And Lyman not quick enough to cover, so Stanley County, who trailed 6-4, is now on a 7-2 run. They lead 11-8. Caitlin Hebner continues to serve. Played up by Wagner. And Drew Luff takes this swing, a diving one-handed dig for Allie McQuistion. Nice job to keep that alive. Stanley County free balls it back. Here is a block by Clayman at the net, but unable to keep it in play. And a tap kill here for Lindsay Theory. And Lyman will get to the end of the rally. 4 in a row scored there by Stanley County. Or, well, Adam Dannenbring, I think the line judge may be saying that this one hits the antenna. I think that'll be overruled, however. So it is Lyman's serve. That's the way it should be here. 9 serving 11. Stanley County free balls the return. Back to the Raiders, who have a chance to set up. Kate Garnos in the middle now as we've gone a full rotation. Nothing doing for Lyman. Allie McQuistion to the back row again. Lyman let it go, and it lands on the back end line. So McQuistion with a back row kill. Allie's got 3. Doesn't get up in the air and swing hard necessarily, but just a well-placed palm shot for Allie McQuistion. Serve by the Lady Buffaloes, free ball back. Leaf green up in the air, and this one is just wide. Carly continues to swing well for Stanley County, but this one a hitting error by just a couple of inches. 12-10 Lady Buffaloes. Raiders back on the serve again. Theory put it across. Sam Longbreak returned it back over the net. Lady Buffaloes got it back right away from Lyman. They'll clear it out. Now a chance for Luff. Her swing is off the net, and that actually helped it out as the swing falls in front of Natalie Schaffelman. And a swinging kill here for Drew Luff. That is her first kill of the night. Lyman has 5 different players with at least 1 kill now. 12-11 Stanley County. Clayman's in the middle, but mistimes her jump. And suddenly with 3 in a row, Lyman is pulled back even at 12 serving 12. Continuing in serve, McQuistion will play the Theory serve this time. Leaf green's out on the left side. Nice dig for Casey Wagner. Luff will take another swing, and Clayman is there for the Lady Buffaloes. Brea asking for it back. Set went out too far from Schaffelman, but Clayman got it back on a tough angle. Now a third hit. Ooh, that should have been 4 hits from Stanley County, I think, but the officials are saying that Lyman got a touch on there. 1 Stanley County hit seemed to me to land on the net and fall back in Stanley County's side, and then they hit it twice more, but as it turns out, Leaf Green gets another kill. Carly's got 4 now, and that one breaks the 12-12 tie and the Lyman run, but Lyman will get a side out back as Kate Garnis will get a kill. Stanley County's dig back to the net. They're unable to make a play. So it's Miller's turn. J.C. Miller serves it away. Libero to Libero. Played up by Leaf Green. Here's a block by Garnos on a Allie McQuistion swing, but this one is back and over and out of bounds, and Stanley County gets the point. So McQuistion with 4, Leaf Green with 4, Stanley County with 10 kills overall. Leaf Green, though, serving, and we have our first service error of the night. Up to a 14-14 tie. The running jump serve this time by Lyman and Kate Garnos. Decent return by Clayman, tough one, but she made a play out of it. Stanley County free balled it back. Wagner is blocked at the net and into a lift by Wagner. Nice job defensively. Stanley County's defense at the net continues to be, I think, the biggest difference in this match so far. 15-14, Caitlin Hebner with a couple of blocks. Stanley County has the 1-point lead. Tapped over by Wagner. Now tapped on the return by Tursa, and we've got a lift called on the Lady Buffaloes. That'll be a kill for Katie Tursa. And we're going to have our first timeout on the floor here tonight. 15-15, nothing decided yet with 10 to go in the first set of the evening, racing to 25. We got a 30-second break, and we are back with more Stanley County and Lyman High School volleyball on KGFX.
Looking to do good this holiday season but never seem to have any extra cash? Owyhee Federal Credit Union has you covered. If you have a loan with us for a small fee, you can skip one or all of your loan payments for either the month of November, December, or January. A portion of that fee will go to support a local charity. Just one way you can help us make our community a better place. Stop in and see us at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Well, it feels like the first time that we've been covering high school volleyball on KGFX this year, and that's probably because it is. And we're glad to get the girls on the air here this evening as we get ready for postseason volleyball, which is just a week away. In fact, in Classes A and B, Class B region tournaments will start a week from tonight. We're back at it. Lyman got a good return of a Stanley County serve, but Stanley County with some back row defense to dig it out. Raiders have a chance as Wagner takes a swing up front on the run. Another dig out. Allie McQuistion mistimes her swing this time, however. And that'll be a hitting error for the Lady Buffaloes, their 7th on the night. Courtney Brown had a couple of tough digs in that sequence. Here's an ace. I believe our first ace of the night for either team, and that'll go for Katie Tursa as Carly Leafgreen in the middle back right now. Tried to play it up with the set, but her hands were separated, and it did not hit both hands simultaneously. So Lyman out of the timeout has scored a couple in a row. And here's a tough angle. Stanley County's in the net, but the shot is good for Lindsay Theory. And the Raiders starting to open things up here, 18-15. After Stanley County had a nice run going earlier on in this first set of the night. Free ball returned by the Lady Buffaloes. Lyman with a chance to set it up. Theory gets it up front, and before getting up on top of the swing, Ellie Erickson will hit it a long way. Out of bounds. So the run for the Raiders comes to an end. Stanley County 16 serving 18. Here's another block for the Lady Buffaloes. And again, it is Caitlin Hebner setting the tone at the net. Defensively, her 3rd ace block here on the night. And she denied Casey Wagner this time. McQuistion serves in a 1-point game. Chance in the back row for the libero. Miller, nice swing. Hebner got a touch on it, and then a nice dig up front by Schaffelman. Cleared away. Now the Lady Buffaloes got it back. Brea Clayman palms one out. Theory will swing. McQuistion with good court awareness ducked underneath it. It's out of bounds. I don't believe there was a touch by the Lady Buffs. 4th hitting error for Lyman. 18-18 as McQuistion continues in serve for Stanley County. There's a nice push. The second hit is over and caught the Lady Buffaloes a little bit off guard. It's another kill for the setter, Katie Tursa, who has 3 in this first set now. 19 serving 18. Back and forth we go as we continued to find ourselves back into tie situations. A serve return error here for the Lady Buffaloes. Set up by a nice serve from Ellie Erickson. And she'll get ready to go again. 20-18 Lyman. Sometimes 20 can be that magic number, even though you race to 25. It's a swing for Caitlin Hebner, who finally scores her first kill of the night. Side out to Stanley County. Hebner with her 4th point, but the first one that comes on offense as she rotates to serve. Lyman will play it up. Briar Schweitzer back in there. Now a swing up front. And Lindsay Theory will score once again. So Lyman got the return of serve set right up. Bump set spike. They cleared it away. Theory has her 3rd kill. And the Raiders will serve again. Stanley County setting up Leaf Green left side. Good touch by the Raiders up front, and they get a dig out of it. Leaf Green gets it, or I should say Long Break gets a dig too. Now McQuistion from the back row. And J.C. Miller got caught in between. Sometimes they're coming right at you. You don't have enough room to get a bump, and it's too low to set it up, so not much you can do. That's what J.C. Miller, the situation she found herself in there. Tried to punch it, but it went right back into the net. And a point to the Lady Buffs. Here's Leaf Green again, and Stanley County, if they can get Carly Leaf Green up in the air and hitting and swinging well, then that's when the things might turn in their favor. Leaf Green has her 5th kill, joining McQuistion with that same number, 21-21. We continue to go back and forth. Here's a backhand, nice pancake save on the dig by Theory. Off a little backhanded tap by the Lady Buffaloes. Now Lyman's got it back. They'll stay in the back row, though. Free balled out by J.C. Miller. Leaf Green, 2nd hit, shoves it away. Miller with a nice reach, and Lyman clears it back away. Now it's McQuistion to Schaffelman in the middle. High set, and Leaf Green got it over, and now Kate Garnos, unable to get one down. Kate will take another swing off the net, and that'll be a score for Lyman. Well, the action picking up a little bit on that rally. Both teams played that point well, but it is Lyman who gets the last say. Kate Garnos with her third kill, breaking a 21-21 tie. Now 22-21, Lyman by just a single point. Clayman is dug out. Now it is Drew Luff who takes a swing. Stanley County got to help themselves, and the free ball is over, but Katie Tursa just tapped it right back to him. Now the second hit over from the Lady Buffs. Here is Luff again, down the line. Dig in the back row as Schaffelman was there again. Now Miller will take another swing for Lyman, and this one goes up first. You can always tell if you are facing down a swing, if that ball goes up, it's obviously going to be a high arcing effort, and in most cases it will go long. That was the case here from J.C. Miller. 22-22, Miller returns the serve. And Lyman in the net. Leaf Green slams one home anyway. And we've got a whistle, and we'll have another timeout here. Stanley County has taken a 23-22 lead, trying for 25, as we'll take a quick 30-second break with the timeout, and we're back with more high school volleyball on KGFX.
Each South Dakota farmer operates differently, and that means that ag insurance should be as unique as every farmer in the field. Fisher Rounds & Associates gets to know you and your operation before we find a policy. That way, we can make sure you have the coverage you need. Contact Fisher Rounds & Associates and see what it means to have us at your service and at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving South Dakota farmers with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Welcome back to Parkview Gym. You're listening to high school girls volleyball. It is Lyman and Stanley County on 1060 AM and 107.1 FM, KGFX. Pierre Ford Pierre, we're a member of the Dakota Radio Group. We are online at drgnews.com. We have our YouTube live stream up and running as well. See this game as well as hear it through youtube.com and the KGFX channel, which requires a free subscription. Back out of the timeout, Lyman setting a good return up. Little tap from Kate Garnos will score for the Raiders in a 23-23 tie. Again, we played at 25 in each game, at least each of the first four. Miller with a hard serve. Stanley County clears it out on the second hit. But maybe 25 isn't going to be enough in this first set. Lyman has it back from McQuistion. There's a block by Leaf Green. Good cover up by the libero Miller. Now Leaf Green reaches for that first hit. Maybe shouldn't have, but it didn't matter. Stanley County gets the kill from Allie McQuistion with a good angle, good placement on the tap. Out of the reach of the Raiders who were trying to cover behind that front block. 24-23, it's game point to the Lady Buffaloes. Out of the serve of Carly Leaf Green. Second hit cleared away by Garnos. Chance for the Lady Buffs to clinch it. They cannot. At least the first set. McQuistion mistimes and swings into the net, so 25 will not be enough to win this first game. I don't think either team has led this first set by more than 3 points. Schaffelman tried to hit one across as the return of serve ends up in a line drive. Now it's game point to Lyman. Garnos serving, but this one, as she tried to get that running jumper, stays in the net. First service error for the Raiders tonight, 25-25. And again, you got to win by 2. Lady Buffs will serve from our left to right. Again, Stanley County in their bright pinks, showing support for breast cancer awareness tonight. Courtney Brown serves, and this one is just long. So the Lady Buffs return the favor. One long serve from Lyman, another one from Stanley County. Lyman's got their second game point of this first set. Tursa serves it up. Played up by Leaf Green in the middle back. Schaffelman leaves it for McQuistion, who can only free ball it away. Lyman has a chance to finish it. Good dig by Clayman, but it's back to the net, and no second hit. It'll turn into a kill for Casey Wagner, and our first game has come to an end. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, it's Lyman 27 and Stanley County 25. The Raiders go up one set here in the early going. We'll take a 90-second break, and we are back for game number 2. Again, the scoreboard comes to us courtesy of Wagner Auto of Pierre, the one place to go. You're listening to high school volleyball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Bottom Line Welding Service of Fort Pierre proudly sponsors this broadcast, wishing the Stanley County Buffaloes best of luck in sports and all of your activities. Bottom Line Welding offers on and off-site welding services conveniently located at 1304 North Waldron in Fort Pierre. Contact Tim Hughes at 223-2063. That's 223-2063 for all of your welding needs. Go Buffaloes!
Winning isn't everything. It's how you play the game that counts. If your values tell you the same, let's start a new conversation about money. At Thrivent Financial, they believe money is a tool, not a goal. No matter how much you have, they offer financial guidance to help you feel confident. Because it's not just about making more, it's about doing more. Call financial consultant Mike Reimer today. 234-0382. Licensed agent producer of Thrivent Financial. Marketing name for Thrivent Financial for Lutherans. Registered representative of Thrivent Investment Management Incorporated.
Back at Parkview Gym, Brian Oakland alongside covering high school volleyball. It took a while, but Lyman outlast Stanley County in the first set, 27-25. Both teams with pretty good kill numbers. Hallie McQuistion and Carly Leafgreen leading the Lady Buffaloes with 6 apiece. 15 total for the team compared to 14 for Lyman. They spread their wealth around. It was Kate Garnos who had the last say. Actually, Casey Wagner had the last one, but Garnos had 4. Wagner, Lindsay Theory, and Katie Tersa all with 3 kills apiece in that first set. Hitting error is the thing that we're going to have to watch, so I think the team that commits the fewest hitting mistakes is probably the team that's going to come out on top in this one. Stanley County had 9 of those, Lyman with just 6 in the first set. We've traded sides and we're hitting in opposite directions now. Lyman had the first serve of this one, brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. I should say Stanley County had the first one. Lyman will get their first now after the Lady Buffaloes were unable to clear one away. Lyman hitting now left to right. Sam Longbreak plays a hard serve up and back over the net. Now an angle shot here for Kate Garnos, but unable to keep that one in play. Good hard hit, but she tried to go from the middle to her left side, and it went a little bit wide near the Lady Buffalo bench. Brea Clayman will serve in a 1-1 tie. J.C. Miller hits the first one, now gets it back, and had a nice hit across, but Clayman up in the back row to the knees to keep it off the floor. Here's Drew Luff to take a swing. Drew a very 12 to 6 o'clock swinger with the arm when she tries to get him away. Here's Leaf Green. Nice job by Lyman after a good block by Danny's the coach, the mother, Carly Leaf Green, the middle blocker. Here's Luff again. Now she goes to the right hand, and I think that fooled me. It probably fooled the Lady Buffaloes, too. Everything she has been swinging has been with the left hand, but Drew Luff gets a little punch with the right hand off the net and good for the kill. Her second kill of the evening so far. 2-1, Lyman. Set number 2. Again, the Raiders have a set under their belts. You got to win the best 3 out of 5. Good shot here for Ellie Erickson, and the dig by Clayman is back over the net. I believe that was Clayman, and Lyman had some miscommunication on who was going to take that first hit. That turns into a dig and a kill for Brea Clayman. Leaf Green with a hard line drive serve. Lyman plays it up, but just taps it away. Now Schaffelman runs down the pass and will leave it out on the right side. Stanley County clears. Garnos takes the swing, and Schaffelman unable to keep this one in play. Somebody's in the net, says the officials. It was Stanley County anyway. So Kate Garnos will score her 5th kill. And again, a lot of ties in that first set. We've been tied at 1, 2, and now 3 as Garnos serves into the net. Point back to the Lady Buffaloes. And Courtney Brown will serve from right to left. Into the knees to make the play on it. Lindsay Theory. Lady Buffaloes have it, but McQuiston clears it away to the back right corner. Played up by Schweitzer. Briar Schweitzer has been coming in there as a defensive replacement, I believe, for Kate Garnos after Garnos gets her serves in. Briar Schweitzer plays in the back row. Lyman with it. Swing for Casey Wagner in the middle. Good block. Good presence there for Caitlin Hebner, who continues to play well. Stanley gets a free ball out, and then another swing off the net. This one comes up nice for Katie Tursa. The net has been a weapon for some of these Lyman swings this evening. And they take the lead back at 4-3. Tursa left to right, serves it across. Leaf Green up to Schaffelman. Now a chance for McQuiston to take a full swing. Good dig by Tursa and shoved out by Miller, but into the net as Miller and it looked like maybe Casey Wagner got in the same place at the same time. And Miller's attempt to clear may be interrupted as a result. So McQuiston serves another one away. Miller to Tursa, outside left, just a two-handed tap this time for Lindsay Theory. Lady Buffaloes had a near collision. Brea Clayman off the 10-foot line clears it out. Punched away from Erickson. Stanley County has a chance here in the middle. Hebner takes a swing, but J.C. Miller showing why she wears the off-color jersey. What a dive here by McQuiston. 1, 2, 3, it's not enough. The Lady Buffaloes hit it into the net, but a heck of an effort by Allie McQuiston to momentarily keep the play alive. Lyman gets the point, but 3 hits from Stanley County. Certainly not for a lack of trying. Here's a service ace as Brown unable to play up the serve. That'll be an ace for Ellie Erickson. The 5'6" freshman's first ace of the night. Lyman has 2 aces. Stanley County has none so far this evening. Lady Buffs able to play this serve up, and a little tap for Clayman is good. Raiders were backing off, looking for a bigger swing, but she got this one down right in front of Drew Luff, and a swinging tap kill for Brea Clayman, who has her 4th kill of the evening. 6-5, Lyman in front. Stanley County serving, though. Right side, swing and a kill. This time goes to Casey Wagner. Bumps that spike. That's a good return of serve for the Raiders. And Lyman with a serve back. They lead 7-5. We're in the second set. Lyman has the first one. Second hit is over from Schaffelman. Didn't mean to. Carly Leafgreen with another block. Lyman taps the second hit back away. Leafgreen has a chance to swing. The defense is there, though, for the Raiders. Miller will take another swing in the back row. They like to give J.C. Miller the opportunities to take some swings. Here's Clayman as 3 Lady Raiders converge on a dig attempt. The one that hit it ends up going backward, and Clayman will score her 3rd kill already here in this second set. She's got 5 overall. And the Raiders miscommunicate on the ensuing serve by Natalie Schaffelman. So Natalie will get an ace, the first of the night for Stanley County. 7 serving 7. Schaffelman right to left. Sends this one deep. Miller makes a play on it, but that one ran up high and goes off of her left shoulder and then comes to the floor. Back-to-back aces here for the 5'8" senior Natalie Schaffelman. Senior night for the Lady Buffs. Their final regular season home match. Well, their home finale regardless. They will not get a home match in the region tournament. Lyman with a clear away. It's McQuiston up to Schaffelman. And a right side swing that'll work for Courtney Brown. Might have been a touch by Lyman at the net. Katie Tursa had to reach for it regardless. And it's Courtney Brown with her first kill of the night. She becomes the 5th Lady Buffalo to get in that column. Stanley County's on a bit of a run here. 4 in a row. Now another nice serve here for Schaffelman. Misplayed by Miller. 3 aces and a 5-point run for Stanley County by Natalie Schaffelman. Another one down the line. Tersa plays it up. The second hit cleared out by Garnos. Now it is Leaf Green. Nothing on that one. Lyman sets it up outside. The block is there. Good job by Clayman. But Lyman keeps it alive. Shoves it away. Second hit out by the Lady Buffs. Now at the net, returned again. Stanley County with a chance, but another free ball here for Clayman. Lyman will have an opportunity. They set up Luff, who takes another right-handed swing this time. Couldn't get anything on it. Stanley County didn't get much on it from Courtney Brown, but a nice return by Garnos that sends Schaffelman running. Natalie ran that down. Stanley County clears, but Leaf Green on the free ball ends up bumping it a little too long. Good court awareness from J.C. Miller, knowing where that one was heading. 5 in a row by the Lady Buffaloes with Schaffelman in serve comes to an end. And it's 8 serving 10, Lyman. With Luff serving it away. Lady Buffs free ball to return. Lyman shoves it back. Now Brown sets up Leaf Green. Good shot. Boy, Carly Leaf Green. It's up in the air, and a lot of these hits are just inside the back end line or just inside the back corner. Leaf Green, who had 6 kills in the first set, gets her first of the second. That's a one and done for the Raiders, and Stanley County has it back as Clayman will serve it away. From the back row, Wagner through the Leaf Green block. That one will hit the floor. Casey Wagner with a back row score. And the Lady Buffs go one and done this time. Lyman trailing by 2, 9 serving 11. They do lead 1 set to none. They beat the Lady Buffs 27-25 in an all-night back and forth effort in that first game. Here come the Raiders. Garnos ready to take her biggest swing of the night. She timed that one perfectly. Tersa with a good set assist. And Kate Garnos will swing and score. 6 for Kate, 10 serving 11. Miller with a service point. Brings it again left to right. Went on an angle this time, but unable to clear the net. Service error for the Raiders is their 3rd of the evening. Lady Buffs still lead by 2 with Leaf Green serving now 12-10. This is Theory to Tersa, cleared out by J.C. Miller. Schaffelman runs down the pass, leaves the set looking for Hebner, but Hebner had to make an adjustment on it and mistimes the jump, unable to get it across the net. 3 hitting errors now for the Lady Buffaloes. Lyman gets the serve back. 12-11. Garnos put it across. Giving it back to Lyman, and this one is good again as Clayman couldn't reach after the swing by Casey Wagner came through the block. So Lyman's starting to get a little bit of momentum going here in this, about midway through the second set. And this will be an ace. Leaf Green couldn't get under it enough and get it high in the air. That'll be an ace for Garnos, and that'll send us to a timeout. 13-12, Lyman has taken the lead in game number 2 as they look to go up 2 sets if they can go on and win this one. We're back after a 30-second break with a timeout on the floor. And you're listening to high school volleyball on KGFX.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Back at Parkview Gym, Lady Buffaloes trying to keep the momentum on their side. They would much rather have this game rather than trying to play from 2 sets to none down. Lyman with a 3-in-a-row run. An ace that sent us to the timeout. Stanley County free balls the return of the serve. coming out of the break. Big swing by Casey Wagner. Stanley County got a hand on it. Now the Lady Buffs coming back with it, but McQuistion unable to clear the net. Lady Buffs have to minimize those hitting errors and the unforced errors especially. Garnos continues to serve. McQuistion cleared it away. Couple of trips over the net now, and here's a good shove. That'll work for Courtney Brown. Some of these points aren't that pretty, but they count just the same. And Courtney Brown with 2 kills in this game. The Lady Buffaloes will get the serve back after Lyman went on a 4-0 run. Brown got the serve away. Now Miller takes a hack, but this one goes long. J.C. Miller has shown to be a pretty good swinging libero. She hasn't scored in this match yet tonight, but has sometimes that can be a big weapon from the back row. Clayman gets a nice run dig. Lady Buffs will leave it to McQuistion, who has not scored yet here in this second set after 6 kills in the first. Lyman seems to have figured her out a little bit. Hebner with a half-hearted punch away up front. Lyman, there's Hebner again. And whether that was a clean block or not, I believe it was. I didn't see a 4-hit signal from the officials. So Caitlin Hebner, who has been the best defensive player in this, at least in the front lines in this match, has her 4th solo block of the night. Nice dig on the reach here by Leaf Green, but it's a lift by Hebner in trying to get it across. Lady Buffaloes had scored 3 in a row, took the lead back. Now we're tied at 15. Katie Tursa's turn to serve. Left to right, far court to near. As you visualize or even watch this one, McQuistion will get one short hop in front of Tursa, and Allie McQuistion has the score. Keep in mind, subscribe to YouTube.com or subscribe to the KGFX channel through YouTube.com. You can see this game from our vantage point as well as hear it along with us in KGFX. Raiders clear it out, coming back with it. Hebner, all her momentum going to the left, and she will miss wide left after hitting it across. 16-16 the score. Raiders back on the serve, and this will be an ace for Ellie Erickson. Misplayed by Courtney Brown right in the middle of the Lady Buffalo side. Erickson's 2nd ace of this set, 3rd ace by the Raiders in this game. They've got 4 overall. Erickson, the freshman, serves another one away. Leaf Green plays this one up to Schaffelman. Just a bump pass and a free ball cleared by Clayman. It's Erickson to Tursa out on the right side. Swing by the Raiders from Theory, but Stanley County gets a dig for Courtney Brown. However, Hebner unable to hit again. So the Lady Buffaloes on the last couple of points maybe starting to lose a little bit of focus. They'll have to get that back if they want to even this match at a set apiece. Lyman has the first one. Schaffelman will set up Clayman. That's a tough hit, and she makes it work. Good topspin on that one. Brea Clayman got it just across the net. And it dies in front of 2 back row players for Lyman. It's 17 serving 18. Lady Buffaloes serve. Cleared by Hebner. She gets the dig on the return. Clayman's on the move, but Leaf Green calls her off and free balls it out from the middle. Here comes Luff, back with the left hand. Leaf Green with the ace block, and that will score for Stanley County. And Leaf Green's got a couple of those. Blocking at the net, directly resulting in scoring has been all Stanley County in that column. They've got a 6-0 advantage with those defensive points. And you could almost add another one with a dig that turned directly into a kill earlier for Brea Clayman. There's Leaf Green again to deny Theory. Lyman runs this down. Good hustle, J.C. Miller. Back to the Lady Buffs. Clayman to Schaffelman. Carly Leaf Green swings in the middle, and that is through the Casey Wagner block and straight down. Wagner was there, but just couldn't get it back over the net. Leaf Green scores the kill. Stanley County takes the lead back. And they're still on the same service run. Ebner threw it up in the air, but let it fall to the floor. And she'll get to go again. Without a touch. That's okay. Miller got a miss hit on this one. And into a lift. And now Lyman needs the timeout here. Alyssa Toman sensing trouble. The Lady Buffaloes have 4 in a row. They lead 20-18. Game number 2. They were in this exact same spot a game ago. And Lyman won that first one, 27-25. We're back with more after this 30-second break. High school volleyball on KGFX.
Today, the average person spends more time researching their TV purchases than they spend researching their mortgage options. TVs are pretty complex, but have you ever tried to read a mortgage contract? Think about it. Shouldn't we be giving at least as much consideration to a 30-year loan as we do a 50-inch screen? At First Dakota, we believe that the more a home buyer knows, the better the home buying experience. Home loans from First Dakota National Bank. We love answering questions. Visit firstdakota.com. First Dakota is an equal opportunity lender.
Lady Buffaloes on a bit of a run here. Both teams have used a timeout. Both have one more in this second game. Welcome back to Parkview Gym. Brian Oakland, glad to have you with us on a Monday night. Those of you not watching football this evening, enjoying some volleyball, senior night at Parkview Gym. As the Lady Buffaloes continue to score, Lyman struggled to return the serve this time. Ebner had an ace to send us to timeout. Stanley County leads 21-18. They get the setup to the Raiders this time. Theory clears it away. Courtney Brown had the first touch, but a free ball out by Stanley County. Now Katie Tursa setting up Casey Wagner with a big swing, but it is McQuistion who got low enough to get a dig. However, Clayman will mistime the leap and the swing. 7 hitting errors here for the Lady Buffaloes. Lyman gets the stopper. Ebner went on a 5-0 run for the Lady Buffaloes, though. Now McQuiston to Schoffelman to return the Lyman serve, and Leaf Green from the left side angles one through the dig of Wagner. Stanley County gets Lyman on a one and done. Leaf Green with 9 kills so far in this match. 3 in this set. 22-19, the lead is 3 for the Lady Buffs with 3 to go. Schoffelman just clears the net. Real nice serve. Lyman didn't get in system there. Schoffelman comes up to set up Leaf Green. Angles to the back left. Tursa keeps it alive. Second hit is over. And Sam Longbreak had the first touch here. Lady Buffaloes were letting and relying on Schoffelman to run that one down, but she had to go around Sam Longbreak. So another error there for the Lady Buffs. Now a misplayed serve. Schoffelman reached in front of Longbreak and was unable to make a play on it, so Lindsay Theory will get her first ace of the night. 22-21. Stanley County was up by 3, now just by 1. Clayman, nice job to stay out of the net, get the ball away. Garnus takes a swing. Nice job by Leaf Green to get a block touch within reach to start up the hit. Same thing for Clayman here. Leaf Green punches it away. Lyman comes right back. It was Longbreak there, now cleared out by Brown. Here's more of a settle down play, and that'll score for Kate Garnos. Short hop here short armed by Courtney Brown, but that ball went across the net 4 times in a span of about 2 seconds. Kate Garnos gets the last say. She has 7 kills on the night. We are tied, 22-22. This is how this match has gone all night long. And Schoffelman took her eyes off the ball, trying to make a set pass. She was right there near the net. She had to run up to it. She was a little more concerned about running into the net, so a hitting miscue by the Lady Buffaloes gives Lyman the lead now, 23-22. McQuiston gets underneath the return of serve. Stanley County free balls it back. Second hit is over, and Katie Tursa put one over on Brea Clayman. Lyman now has scored 5 in a row. They were down 19-22. They lead with a game point, 24-22. On Tersa's 5th kill of the night. Lady Buffs need this one, plus another. Leaf Green taps. Tersa is there. Back to Leaf Green, though, and she'll put it away. So Stanley County gets the side out. Leaf Green's 10th kill. That's one game point fought off, but they need another one here. Still trailing 23, serving 24. Lyman puts it across. Second hit over from Tersa. Now Leaf Green clears it back. Leaf Green setting up Garnos. Big swing, but not high enough. Stays in the net, and the Lady Buffaloes fight off another game point. First game ended 27-25. The winner of this second set is going to win by no more than 2 as well. Lyman's serve played back by the Raiders. Here's Schaffelman to set up Leaf Green, but she's got to stay away from the net. Feet on the floor, didn't get anything on it. Now the third hit set across. Leaf Green again. Two-hand shove. Somebody's in the net. It's the Raiders. Garnos turned around and I think kind of lost her balance, fell into the net. And Lyman's going to need one more timeout here to try to preserve this second game. They trail now, and Stanley County has the game point, 25-24. Let's take a quick 30, and we're back with more high school volleyball and KGFX.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
Well, it was a quick timeout. Stanley County put it back in play as Lyman tried to return it. Carly Leaf Green defending at the net. And once again, it's the Lady Buffalo defense that gives them an important point. This one actually clinches game number 2. And just like that, on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Lyman takes the second, or I should say Stanley County takes the second set, 26-24 over Lyman. Lyman won the first one. We are tied at a set apiece with 2 sets down, at least 2 to go. We'll call it halftime in our volleyball match. Halftimes are brought to you by CHS Midwest Cooperatives, and we're back for game number 3 as you listen to high school volleyball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
When it comes to protecting your diesel engines, we're with you. Less downtime and injector repairs, we're with you. Better fuel economy and power, we're with you there too, with Cenex Fuels from CHS Midwest Cooperative. And whether you're running a fleet or a farm, you'll get unbeatable performance from our unique balance of 7 top quality additives. Looking for tank monitoring so you don't have to worry about running out? Well, we're with you there too. So upgrade to Cenex Premium Diesel from CHS Midwest Cooperative today.
The members of the Stanley County Booster Club are proud to sponsor the Stanley County Wish List. Each year, Booster Club members raise money used to grant thousands of dollars of wishes made by teachers, coaches, advisors, and administration. They invite you to join them. They welcome your ideas and would appreciate your help serving even just one night in the concession stand. Meetings are held the first Monday each month, 6:30 p.m. at the Valley Tap. They invite you to join them. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Kennebec Telephone Company Incorporated and their divisions, Charlie's Welding and Auto Repair, KTC Construction, PowerCom TCS, and Napa of Chamberlain proudly support all area youth and their activities. Since 1908, Kennebec Telephone Company has provided the Lyman area with high-speed internet, local and long-distance telephone service, Real Choice TV, excavating, sprinkler systems, electrical work, computer repair, smart homes and farms, auto and welding repair, and Napa Auto Parts. Call our office and find out what we can do for you.
Good luck, Raiders, from BJ's Food Center in Kennebec. BJ's Food Center has everything a local grocery store has. Fresh produce, hand-cut meats, snacks, and weekly specials throughout the store. Plus a friendly staff to help you find whatever you're looking for. When you shop at BJ's, you leave feeling good about supporting a small town business. BJ's Food Center is proud to support the Lyman Raiders in all their school activities.
Back and forth volleyball so far all night long. Lyman with the first one, 27-25. Stanley County in the second set wins that one 26-24. Welcome back to the pink and purple gym of Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre. As we get set to go to game number 3, Lynn's Dakota Mart Stores appear in Fort Pierre sponsoring the first serves. Put in play by Lindsay Theory and the Lady Raiders. Returned by Brea Clayman from the middle, but a hitting error will send this attack too long. Lyman scores first here in the third set. And again, neither team, I don't believe even in that second set, either team led by more than 3 points. That's basically been the way this match has been all night long. Good job to play out of the net by the Raiders, cleared out by J.C. Miller. Teams have traded sides again, and there's another big hit for Carly Leafgreen. Carly's gotten a lot of big points for the Lady Buffaloes tonight. Tough to stop when she can get full speed on those attacks. Lyman didn't have a chance on that last one. It was a nice diving dig by Schaffelman, but right back over the net, and Katie Tursa waits patiently and hammers it right back home. So a good effort by the Lady Buffaloes, but all for naught. And we're off to a 2-1 start here. Lyman has the lead. J.C. Miller. The Raider libero will serve it away. Happens a lot. Libero serves to libero. I think they stick together. There's some kind of libero club. Sam Longbreak played it up. Lady Buffalo's got a nice swing. But Lyman with a good dig, and they'll clear it out. Now Stanley County free balls it back. Miller gets it to Tursa. Right in the middle is Kate Garnos, but another ace block again here for Leafgreen. Carly Leafgreen and Caitlin Hebner have blocked extremely well all evening long. They both now have 4 blocks thanks to this latest from Leafgreen, who rotates to serve. 2-2. Lady Buffaloes served it across. There's J.C. Miller with a swinging, feet on the floor, kill from the back row for the Raiders. The libero scores a point here for Lyman. McQuistion from the front row plays the Garnos serve. We'll get it back from Clayman. Clear it out. Tursa leaves it for Casey Wagner through the tip. Back with the dig is over the net, and Casey Wagner will score it for Lyman. Third set, tied at a set apiece. Lyman leads the third 4-2 now as Garnos will serve. McQuistion played that one up close again, and this one is wide of the antenna as the set by Schaffelman sends Hebner too close to the scorer's table. Hitting error for the Lady Buffaloes. That's about the one thing that has kept the Lady Buffs down in this set. They've really outplayed Lyman on several aspects, but their hitting errors have been quite a few more than the Raiders. There's a chance for Ellie Erickson. Couldn't get one down. Schaffelman with the play, cleared out by Courtney Brown. Now Wagner swings, but Clayman has a back row dig. Schaffelman will leave it for Allie McQuistion, but too far, too long. So another hitting error here for Stanley County, and suddenly Lyman has scored 4 in a row. We've had our runs of 4 and 5 in a row from both teams, but we really haven't had big leads. Right now, I think 4 is as big of a lead as we've had by either team at any point of the night. Green up to Schaffelman, cleared it out. Now Wagner on the run from the right side, taps it away. Here's McQuistion, can only tap. Now Tursa with a chance to take a swing, but Schaffelman digs that one up into the rafters, and it comes back down. Cleared out by McQuistion. Chance for Wagner, and that one with a touch is good. Stanley County got a finger on that, so kill for Casey Wagner, and Lyman all of a sudden feeling quite comfortable here early on in the third game. They're on the side of the floor to our right once again, which, as we have switched or traded off set victories in the first 2 sets. The team that has been on the right side has won both of the first 2. McQuiston swings into the net, and it's a 6-0 run now here for Lyman. Here's a nice back set, cleared away by Hebner. Clayman clears from the back row. Lyman has a chance. Erickson has to stay on the floor and tries this one, but just misses. She goes wide. That was a good look by Ellie Erickson, but just missed it by a couple of inches down the left sideline. So a 6-0 run for the Raiders comes to an end, and then a serve by Courtney Brown that Lyman unable to play. And Brown has her first ace of the night. 4 serving 8 early in the third, but Stanley County has a bit of a hill to climb. Tersa couldn't get turned around. Wagner tried to set her up. And a hitting error here for Lyman. Suddenly, 6-point deficit cut in half. It's 5 serving 8. Wagner takes the swing. Brown is there for the dig. Nice pass up to Schoffelman. She'll get it out to McQuiston. There was a touch from Lyman. McQuiston gave it right back. Now Wagner again. Blocked. And, Lyman hit a ball that was going out of bounds. But Caitlin Hebner will get another ace block. Briar Schweitzer with a lot of hustle, but didn't need it on this one. Unfortunately for Lyman, Stanley County gets the service point. And now 4 in a row until this one from Tersa will get to come down too quickly for Brea Clayman. Brea hit it, but back over to the Lyman bench, and it stayed wide all the way. Tersa's got 7 kills from that setter position. 9-6, Lyman with the lead. They get a right side attack. There's another block, this time by McQuiston, showing the effort at the net. Play on. Lyman gets a swinging attack off the net here from Casey Wagner, and that will fall for the point. Another one for Wagner. She has 3 in the set. Now 9 in the match. And we've been back and forth all night long. This third game starting to become a game of streaks. Lyman had 6 in a row. Stanley County had 4. Lyman's come back with a couple. They lead 10-6. They have it on their side, setting up Wagner. Another touch at the net by Hebner. And another one by Hebner, but J.C. Miller is there to keep it off the floor. A swing here for Ellie Erickson is through Brea Clayman in the back right corner. So Erickson scores, and I actually have that as her first kill of the evening. Not for a lack of trying. Ellie's been taking her swings. She does have a couple of service aces. That's her 3rd point of the night. Speaking of aces, Katie Tersa will get one here. Stanley County reeling just a little bit, 12-6 after they won their first set of the night in game 2. First 2 games were very tight all the way. Here is a hitting error at the net by Erickson. The serve was returned by the Lady Buffs right back over the net, but Erickson tried to tap it over. Here's a serve also by McQuiston, returned right back over the net. Stanley County has it. The setup out to Clayman. Dig for Tersa. Lyman clears it away. McQuiston again to Schoffelman. Up to Hebner, and a nice redirect. Hebner was running from her left to right. It looked like she was going to go right to the back right corner, or Lyman's back left, but kind of went the other direction to Lyman's back right, and out of the reach of Briar Schweitzer. Point for Caitlin Hebner, her 2nd of the night. Here's a cross-court attack that will not fall fair. Just missing is Lindsay Theory. So they'll have to run it down the hallway. And we've got a new ball coming to be put in play here. 9 serving 12. Stanley County trailing by 3 here in game 3. McQuiston does the honors. Played up by Miller. And as Tersa delivers, a pretty good set pass, but Casey Wagner lets it come down a little too far and will not clear the net. 5 hitting errors for the Raiders here in game number 3. They've done a pretty good job. They've only had 6 hitting errors in each of the first 2 games, where Stanley County has had 9 in both of the first 2 games. Clayman with a good shot. This one right through 2 back row players and a foot fair in front of the back end lines. Brea Clayman chipping in nicely with 7 kills. 11 serving 12. Suddenly, Stanley County's on a 5-0 run. Trying to pull even here. They won't get to it, as it is Wagner who tapped one over the block attempt of Hebner and out of the reach of Brea Clayman. Casey Wagner's having herself a good game 4. That's her 10th kill of the night. Suddenly Casey has the team lead here, as Kate Garnos has been fairly quiet. Hebner punched one away that was run down by the Raiders. They free ball it back now. On the slide comes Hebner. Didn't get enough on it, though. Erickson with a nice dig. Wagner takes a swing. And 1-2, and Stanley County gets it across on a couple of reflexes. Now they've got it back again. Leaf Green up to Clayman, punches it over. On the knees is Erickson, but over to the scorer's table side pole. And not enough of a reach here for Lyman. Drew Luff could not get it back into play. And that'll turn into another kill here for Brea Clayman, I believe it was, who was the last to touch. Stanley County back within 1. And Lyman will get a point here as the Lady Buffaloes unable to get a ball across. It'll be their 5th hitting error, 14-12, and again, game 3 is now anybody's ball game. Long break back into play, libero in the Lady Buffalo back row. She's got black on black with the hot pink numbers. Here in dig pink, or a block for a cure night for breast cancer awareness at Parkview Gym. Couple of jousts at the net, and it is Leaf Green who will get the last say once again here. Back to a 1-point game. (14-13). Lyman leads game number 3. Lady Buffs have it back as Schoffelman leaves it out right. And there's the first ace block of the night for Lyman. This time it is Kate Garnos denying Brea Clayman. That's the stat that Stanley County has dominated so far. Garnos, or I should say Leaf Green and Hebner, with 9 total blocks between the 2 of them. But Stanley County, or rather Lyman, has their first of the night. But they lead the 3rd, 15-13. Punched out here by the Lyman front line. Garnos goes too long, and she knew she missed an opportunity there. Stanley County's back row really crept up on that point, and the back row was wide open, but Garnos hit it too long. So we're back to a 1-point game. Nice serve from Clayman here, played up by Wagner. 3rd hit will be a double. Illegal touch. A lot of spin coming out of that one from J.C. Miller. And at 15-15, we are tied. And Stanley County, after falling behind by as many as 6 in this set, gets an ace from Brea Clayman. And they take the lead in game number 3, 16-15. Well, Clayman took one but gives one right back. This one goes short. It's only 3 service errors for Stanley County. Obviously, these 2 teams have a lot of common opponents, but the last team that both teams played happened to be the exact same team in Highmore Herald. There's an ace for J.C. Miller. This played by long break back over and out of bounds. Lyman beat Highmore Herald in Presho last Tuesday. Stanley County lost to Highmore Herald in 5 sets on Friday night over in Highmore. If you look on paper, that might mean Lyman has the advantage in this one, but neither team's really taken a much of an advantage against the other team. Every lead that either team has had has been chipped away at. Stanley County had a misplay of the serve. Is a big swing by McQuistion, Wagner with a reflex dig. It went right back to the net. Garnos tried to keep it off the floor, but Allie McQuistion with her biggest hit of the night. That is her 8th kill. She had 6 in the first, only 1 in the second, only 1 in the third. Here's another miss hit of a serve this time by Leaf Green. It's actually 2 in a row by the Lady Buffs. In those miss hits, now it's 19-17. Second hit over. Tersa tried to block, but it'll be a point for Caitlin Hebner. She'll get her 3rd kill. And yes, we have had service runs of 4 or 5 or even 6 at a time, but boy, we have gone back and forth. Both teams have matched each other, punch for punch, or sometimes error for error. McQuistion cannot get this one over the net. 7 hitting errors for Stanley County in this game. Lyman has 7. Lyman has a 20-18 lead. From right to left, the server is Katie Tersa. Played up by Courtney Brown to Natalie Schoffelman, but a free ball by McQuistion goes out. Second hit is over, and it'll be Tersa with a gift point. I was watching Allie McQuistion. She was on the right side of the line for Stanley County. After she got a free ball away, she was a little bit nonchalantly going back over to cover the left side, and Tersa ended up getting the tapper over there before McQuistion could cover it up, and that's the point. For Lyman, maybe a timeout because of that, for among other reasons here for Stanley County. 21-18, Lyman by 3, looking to go up 2-1 when we come back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Volleyball on KGFX.
Helverson Oil in Kennebec is proud to sponsor the Lyman County Raiders and wish them the best of luck in today's game. Helverson Oil is the place to stop for oil changes, tire and brake service, batteries, and hunting supplies. They have a full C-store with 24-hour pay at the pump and E85 gas and premium diesel fuel. Good luck to all teams participating, and go Raiders! From Judy and the staff at Helverson Oil in Kennebec.
Back at Parkview Gym, we continue 21-18. Lyman has a 3-point lead. We're in the third. Both teams with a better than 25-point victory in the first 2 sets, meaning 25 points was not enough to win either of those first 2. Lyman continues out of the timeout. Good swing for Casey Wagner. Clayman trying to cover up the middle back, but unable to keep it in play. Wagner with 5 kills in this third set. She has 11. Lyman getting closer in this third game, 22-18. Oh my, big swing by McQuistion, and that one went right over to the Lyman bench. Cross-court effort. That one did not come down at all. It just sailed and about hit one of the Lyman bench players right in the face. Here's an ace for Tersa. Well, that timeout didn't do anything for Stanley County earlier. Lyman's come out and gotten 3 more in a row, and suddenly they've got game point here in the third set. 24 serving 18. Tersa is played up by Leaf Green. They'll set up to outside to McQuistion down the near sideline, and Briar Schweitzer unable to get to it in time. And McQuistion fortunate to get the point there. Stanley County has fought off game points pretty well tonight, but they're going to need a whole bunch of them here. They trail 24-19. Tersa got the second hit across. Now Leaf Green, Miller. Actually, that was Hebner from Stanley County. Now cleared out by Clayman. Chance for Wagner to clinch this one. Will get it, as there was a fingertip tap. Touch at the net, and Casey Wagner with her 6th kill of the set. 12th of the night to close out game number 3 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Lyman defeats the Lady Buffaloes 25-19 in the third, and they lead the match 2-1. Wagner Auto with the scoreboard. They are the one place to go. View all of their inventory online at wagnerauto.com. We're back in 90 seconds. We go to game number 4. Next, you're listening to High School Volleyball on KGFX and drgnews.com.
The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank is proud to support our young athletes in tonight's game. This time of year isn't just busy for them, but moms and dads and other sports fans as well. So when you're on the go, Dakota Prairie Bank provides services that make banking simpler for you, like their online banking, checking your account, transferring money. It's quick, it's convenient, and a big help during this busy time of year. Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre, with branches in Presho and Draper, member FDIC.
Dakota Prairie Bank.
There is a way to stretch this year's feed supply and get a 7800 series bale processor from Fair Manufacturing. The 7800 series processor offers patented bale movement along with a heavy-duty aggressive rotor to process all types of bales in any condition. Other features include large flotation tires and a fine chop kit. 2 models are available, including one with in-cab controls for all functions. Darren Boyle Sales is the area dealer for the Fair Manufacturing bale processor. Machines are available now. Stop by the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Give me a call at 222-0317 or check them out online at darrenboylesales.com.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Well, in a match that's been back and forth all night long, we had a little of that back and forth, neither team getting really away from each other, but Lyman did have the better service runs. They had one early to go up 12-6, and as Stanley County fought back, Lyman had one more in the tank as they finish off the Lady Buffaloes 25-19 in this third set. They went from 19-18 up to 24-18 with a 5-0 run. And then they traded side outs from there. And again, Lyman wins it by 6. So the Raiders lead 2-1 as Stanley County will serve first. As we get going here in game number 4 in just a little bit. Once again, now all 3 of the first 3 games have been won by the team on the west end of the gym or to our right. Again, we do have the YouTube stream up and running. Even if you're not able to watch it right now on youtube.com, KGFX channel, we'll have it up and available. You can watch a rebroadcast of this on demand through YouTube. Lynn's Dakota Mart first serve is put in play from Natalie Schaffelman of the Lady Buffaloes, misplayed by the Raiders. It'll be an ace to start game number 4 as the Lady Buffaloes in a game now that they're going to have if they want to stay alive in this one. That's Schaffelman's 4th ace of the night. She had a key service run in the second game to help the Lady Buffaloes come from behind to win that. Now Schaffelman's got a nice dig off of a back row attack from Casey Wagner. Clayman up front, punches one away. Now the Lady Buffs have it back. They'll go back to Clayman off the net. And another good dig here for Wagner. Kate Garnos got a touch. I thought that might have been an illegal touch, but it's a cross. And the Raiders have it back. Garnos will take a swing, and that'll score. Schaffelman. I think she saw that one coming, but still just could not get her feet out of the mud, so to speak, in that one. So Kate Garnos will score. Kate's been a little bit quiet since she had a pretty good start. That's her first kill since game number 2. Her 8th on the night. We've got a 1-1 start to game number 4. What else is new? Casey Wagner swings again from the back row, and Schaffelman unable to get a play on it. So Wagner, who had 6 kills in the third set, gets her first to start here in number 4. She leads the Raiders with 13 kills overall. 2-1 Raiders. Drew Luff, for a first time in a while, will take a swing. Dug back to the net, and there was a block attempt as Garnos put it to the net and then was able to keep it alive. Now Leaf Green miss hits, and Stanley County right now is in a situation where I think they're just starting to reel a little bit. I don't want to say they're taking things for granted, but they just don't have the intensity that they had in the first 2 sets. Lost a little bit of that at the end of the third game. Garnos takes a swing. Dig back by Schaffelman, and Garnos is there again, and the second time's the charm here. as Kate Garnos scores her second of the game, 9th of the match. That's 4 in a row here for Lyman after Stanley County started with a service ace. Allie McQuistion plays this one to Schaffelman, a little bit wide. Back in play, but a free ball is out. Now Luff with a chance to take a swing, but easy dig for McQuistion. Clayman with a running head start. Good swing from Brea, but they got it back on the second hit. Now Stanley County has to free ball it away. It's Wagner to Tersa, looking for Garnis in the middle, but hooks this one wide to the left and out of bounds. Lyman really starting to get in some rhythm. Even though that hit missed wide left, you can still see some pretty good rhythm on that one from the Raiders. Stanley County has an ace, this time for Clayman. Misplayed by the Raiders. It's 4 serving 3. So even though Lyman got a pretty good start with a 4-point run, Stanley County is right there, back within one. Obviously a long way to go here in Game 4. Luff waiting her chance. And the swing, or the attack, the hit will ride up high on Clayman. Couldn't get it high up in the air. And Drew Luff will score for the first time in a while. Just her third kill tonight. Scoreboard still says 4-3. It should be 5-3 Lyman, I believe. Long break plays a serve up here. McQuistion has a nice swing, and Garnis blocks at the net. It comes straight down, and Kate Garnis was put to the floor on the power of that one. Point to McQuistion. And the Lady Buffaloes. That's 10, so Allie McQuistion in double figures. There they got the score right, 5-4 Lyman. McQuistion taps over the double block of Tersa and Garnos, and Allie McQuistion scores her second straight. Stanley County has fought from 4-1 down to a 5-5 tie. Carly Leafgreen serving from right to left, and this one will not clear. Leafgreen's missed a few in serve now. And Lyman back in front with Rally scoring. 6 serving 5. Garnis will put this one in play. Lady Buffaloes clear it out. The shove with 2 hands by McQuistion. Chance for Wagner to swing, and that one will not clear. No touch by Caitlin Hebner that time, who was defending across the net. And a 6-6 tie. Stanley County serves it away. Courtney Brown has done a good job in serve tonight. Tough return by Lyman. They actually kept it in play after it hit the rafters. It fortunately stayed on the Lyman side. They got a free ball back. It's Leafgreen to Schaffelman, bumping back to McQuistion, and another free ball bump across. Tersa takes the swing this time. Brown is there for the Lady Buffs. McQuistion will try again, and a double bounce off the net for Allie McQuistion. That one started from the Stanley County front left. It bounced off the net once, and then it bounced to the middle of the net, and it crawled over and spun down on the Lyman side. A fortunate bounce or two for Allie McQuistion and the Lady Buffaloes. They lead 7-6, and as teams are trying to tap at the net, Wagner for Lyman, Hebner for the Lady Buffs. It is Hebner into the net to end the point and give it to Lyman. So the Lady Buffs had taken a lead momentarily. Now we're back into a tie at 7-7. Kind of wish I had $1 for every tie we had in this one, but that's not going to happen. We've had a lot of them, a lot of back and forth play. Oops, miss hit here. Schaffelman tried to run one down in the middle of the front line so she could set it up, or maybe she was trying to put it across. She did put it over the net, but it'll eventually go as a kind of a back set that misses out of bounds. Leafgreen ducks under the Katie Tersa serve. Brown was behind her, but Brown didn't think, well, maybe neither one of them thought that was going to be fair, but it was. It's another ace for Katie Tersa. She actually has 4 aces now to lead all servers. McQuistion will come on the right side through the set dig attempt of Katie Tersa, and that'll be a point for Allie McQuistion, who's starting to heat up once again. Lyman with a slim lead now. after scoring 3 in a row in the last service run. Here's an ace for the Lady Buffaloes. And we tie again, 9-9. The ace by McQuistion. That is her first of the night. A lot of evenness in the stat columns that we'll see once we get to the post game. Here's a net serve that crawls across, nicely kept alive by Casey Wagner. Lyman will get it back. Now back set by Tersa. Out to Ellie Erickson. Tough dig, nicely done by Brown. Stanley County clears. Here's a swing, though, for Wagner. That one off the net into the dig of Carly Leafgreen. Oop, Clayman hit one that would have landed out of bounds. We play on, though. Now to Lyman. Pre-ball back to the Lady Buffaloes. Brown to Schoffelman. Up front, Hebner takes the swing. Good block touch by Wagner. Wagner taps it back. Bump pass high in the air, and Hebner had to step back and try to hit it across. So, a long point, but Lyman gets it. Stanley County's 4th hitting error. I was just thinking during the course of that one rally, the one thing we haven't seen from the Lady Buffaloes, as Leafgreen is unable to play the serve here. It'll be an ace for Erickson, her 3rd of the night. But speaking of Carly Leafgreen, she's been very effective at the net with her swings, but the Lady Buffaloes have not really set her up with any back row attacks tonight. I think she could be, even though it's a tougher angle, but she could be just as tough to defend if she swings from the back row. A lot of free balling going on here. 4th trip for the ball over the net. Back to Lyman, who leads 11-9. Love takes a swing. Leafgreen, actually McQuistion to the floor to dig it away, and Lyman clears, but it's out of bounds. So a hitting error makes it point Stanley County as they're back within 1 again. 10 serving 11. The rotation brings up Caitlin Hebner. Neither team has subbed a lot tonight. Stanley County, I think, has had the same 7 players, libero included, on the floor all night long. This is a swing for Wagner. That will come through the block and down for the point. Lyman scores. 1 and done for the Lady Buffs. Wagner is back to serve now. Garnis back up in the front row will be the primary hitter for the Raiders. Clayman too close to the net here. A serve return error by the Lady Buffs. Point to Lyman, who leads 13-10. Lyman's halfway home in what could be a 3-1 victory. They lead 2 sets to 1. Stanley County needs to rally and take this game. They still have a long way to go. Both teams do. In the 3rd. Chance for Garnos. Nice front row dig by Schoffelman, and then it's back to Garnis on the Lyman side, but she is unable to clear the net. Garnos was licking her chops trying to put that one home with authority, but the net held it. Here's a block. Nope, that's a net attack again here for Lindsay Theory. So back-to-back hitting errors by the Raiders, putting us into a 13-12 score. Lyman leading, but Schoffelman, who's had 4 aces tonight, puts one into the net that will not clear. That's her first service error. And Stanley County right now into a position where they can ill afford to give Lyman any cheap points like that. As this 4th set progresses, as long as Lyman's in the lead, they'll get closer and closer to a match victory. There's a long break to Schoffelman, out to Clayman, who is denied. Now Lyman gets it back, and a little tap for Garnos. Out of the reach as Leafgreen was there to try to block and defend. She couldn't get the block. She tried to reach back to hit the tap and then hit it away from the rest of her teammates, and Kate Garnos will score what'll be her 10th kill of the night. We've got a minor delay. Nope, we had a little man running near the court. So they wait. There's a block for Garnis this time. Second block for Kate Garnis, 5'8" junior up front in the middle for the Raiders. And Lyman now opening up a 4-point lead in the 4th, 16-12. Sam Longbreak will play up the serve. Leaf Green clears it away. Back there is Lindsay Theory. In the back right is the server. Courtney Brown tries a set, leaves it for Leaf Green. Back across. Carly gets it back from the Raiders. The dig came right back to her. And Carly Leaf Green able to swing and score for her 13th kill of the night to lead the Lady Buffs. But that's her first out of the 13 points Stanley County has scored in this set. Lady Buffs need to use the hard-hitting Carly Leaf Green a little bit more. Carly tries to get a block on this one, but Drew Luff will get it through the block and down and score for Lyman. 17-13. Raiders by 4, and they're counting them down. 8 to go here to a match victory. Lyman up 2-1. McQuistion comes up to it, can only tap it across. Garnus timing it out. Leaf Green blocks it back to the Raiders, and they push it back to the Lady Buffs. Leaf Green to Schoffelman. Off the net goes Courtney Brown, but over to Lyman. And a shove by Katie Tursa as she tried to find the open spot on the near sideline, but that one misses wide and just out of bounds. 17-14, Raiders by 3. Leaf Green back to serve now. On the move goes Garnus, and that one threading the needle through Leaf Green and Schoffelman and company in the back row. Kate Garnus. I don't know if that's what they planned, but it turned out to be a slide move. Like a little back set from Tursa. Garnus running from her left to right, over to the right side, angled it back. Now McQuistion with the clear. Free ball's got to come back here from Tursa, and it does. Leaf Green hits it up front, but a bump pass from the setter. McQuistion got it away. I think Lyman again might have hit a ball that would have landed out of bounds. Stanley County's got a lot of people in the middle of the floor, unable to get in the system here. Tursa now sets up Ellie Erickson, too long and too strong, out of bounds. Lyman with a gift point there for Stanley County. 15 serving 18. Courtney Brown to do the honors for the Lady Buffaloes from right to left. Erickson swings, blocked and down. Caitlin Hebner has another. 6 ace blocks for the 5'8" junior Caitlin Hebner of the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, but Lyman still has a lead, 18-16. Miller will swing from the back row for the Raiders. Stanley County clears it back with McQuistion. Lyman able to backhand one away. Chance for Hebner up against Tursa, who got a touch on it. Stanley County gets to play it up, but they will hit it away. There's a touch on the swing by Wagner, but Clayman has a nice dig in the back row. Tough angle. McQuistion gets it back into play. Second hits across from Tursa. Stanley County has it again. And another punch for Hebner with nothing on it. Here's Wagner swinging and scoring. Clayman and Brown both saw that coming, but neither had enough time to cover the middle back. And Casey Wagner with an important point for Lyman. They're up by 3 again at 19-16. Stanley County can only get close, but they have not really pulled in front much in this one. They'll free ball the serve. Miller gets it to Tursa. There's a block, and that's another one. Guess who up front? It's Caitlin Hebner. Well, these teams are going to struggle in a lot of facets of the game, but Stanley County, at least in particular, they've got a couple of very adept middle blockers. And this ends up being a double hit for Hebner. She was coming back down. She hit it into the net 2 separate times. Good net play by Lyman to force that error, but it's a hitting error nonetheless. 20-17, Raiders by 3 with 5 to go. Looking to try to take the match here. Brown to Schoffelman, up to Hebner, who swings, and this one falls just into the back row. That's one of those that went up, but fortunately for Caitlin Hebner, it just didn't have much on it. Comes down fair. It's a kill for Hebner. She's only got 4 kills, but again, she's done her job up at the net for the most part, especially defensively. However, she'll give one back on a service error. And again, a mistake that gives Lyman a gift point. 21 serving 18. Match may be winding down, but not if Brea Clayman has anything to say about it. She'll swing and score from the middle for the Lady Buffaloes, back within 2. 21-19, Lyman leading. Stanley County serving, and Schaffelman, who served well earlier, has missed on her second in a row now. Back-to-back service errors by the Lady Buffs. And Lyman serves 22-19 with the lead. Long break will play it up, but Schaffelman going to run it down, and they'll free ball it out. Here's Miller to Tursa for the Raiders. Drew Luff up to take a swing. Nice reach by McQuistion, but not enough for the rest of the Lady Buffaloes to make a play. And Drew Luff has been quiet for most of the night, has 3 kills in this third game. 23-19. For you Monsters Incorporated fans, that's a pretty fun score to say. 23-19. 23-19. Clayman swings it out. Lyman needs 2 points to go home a winner here tonight. Garnos gets one through Courtney Brown. Schaffelman into the bench, but cannot get it back into the court of play. Nice catch there by Ella Hand and Kennedy Summers on the Lady Buffalo bench. But that is, I believe that'll be a kill. I forgot who hit it. Here's match point. It's an ace for Lindsay Theory. And Lyman ends up winning these third and fourth sets rather easily after the first 2 went all back and forth. And senior night for the Lady Buffaloes ends with a loss. Lyman on the Wagner Auto scoreboard wins the 4th game, 25-19. Third and fourth, both by the same score. We went more than 25 in both of the first 2. So on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, it's the Raiders over the Lady Buffaloes, 27-25, 24-26, 25-19, and 25-19. Wagner Auto of Pierre is the one place to go, and we'll pause for 2 minutes and come back with a post game, give you the recap, the stats, and well, among other things, our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game coming back as you listen to high school volleyball on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
The members of the Stanley County Booster Club are proud to sponsor the Stanley County Wish List. Each year, Booster Club members raise money used to grant thousands of dollars of wishes made by teachers, coaches, advisors, and administration. They invite you to join them. They welcome your ideas and would appreciate your help serving even just one night in the concession stand. Meetings are held the first Monday each month, 6:30 p.m. at the Valley Tap. They invite you to join them. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Good luck, Raiders, from BJ's Food Center in Kennebec. BJ's Food Center has everything a local grocery store has. Fresh produce, hand-cut meats, snacks, and weekly specials throughout the store. Plus a friendly staff to help you find whatever you're looking for. When you shop at BJ's, you leave feeling good about supporting a small-town business. BJ's Food Center is proud to support the Lyman Raiders in all their school activities.
Kennebec Telephone Company Incorporated and their divisions, Charlie's Welding and Auto Repair, KTC Construction, PowerCom TCS, and Napa of Chamberlain proudly support all area youth and their activities. Since 1908, Kennebec Telephone Company has provided the Lyman area with high-speed internet, local and long-distance telephone service, Real Choice TV, excavating, sprinkler systems, electrical work, computer repair, smart homes and farms, auto and welding repair, and Napa Auto Parts. Call our office and find out what we can do for you.
There is a way to stretch this year's feed supply and get a 7800 series bale processor from Fair Manufacturing. The 7800 series processor offers patented bale movement along with a heavy-duty aggressive rotor to process all types of bales in any condition. Other features include large flotation tires and a fine chop kit. 2 models are available, including one with in-cab controls for all functions. Darren Boyle Sales is the area dealer for the Fair Manufacturing bale processor. Machines are available now. Stop by the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Give me a call at 222-0317 or check them out online at darrenboylesales.com.
We're back at Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre. High school volleyball, the final night of the regular season for Stanley County. Lyman with one more to come, which will be tomorrow night. It is the Raiders who get the 4-set victory. They'll improve to 9-17 on the season. Stanley County's regular season will come to an end here on senior night at 6-16. Back and forth those first 2 sets. Neither team led by more than 3 points at either juncture in either of those first 2 games. And we had an awful lot of ties and several lead changes in both of those games. It was Lyman who actually scored the last 2 of the first set, but both teams had set points. In fact, looking at it, it was, I believe Lyman had the first match point at 24-23. Stanley County fought it off. Lyman had a 25-24 lead. Stanley County fought that one off, but then Lyman got the third one to go. In fact, actually, I was thinking maybe Stanley County had a game point in there at one point as well. I think that was the case, but it was Lyman with the final say, 27-25. In the second set, came down basically to the same thing. Stanley County had a 22-19 lead. Lyman scored 5 in a row to go to game point, and they're looking to go up 2-0. They led 24-22, but the Lady Buffaloes fought off 2 set points, and then Stanley County kept right on going. Some pretty good serving and pretty good play. Stanley County actually scored the last 4 points of that second game, and they defeated Lyman 26-24 in the second set. So both teams had a set apiece, and we go to the third, and Lyman built up a 12-6 lead. Stanley County was able to chip away. In fact, took a lead. I thought they took a lead at one point, but they made it very interesting. Let's put it that way. They actually tied this set at 13 all, so they had a 7-1 run. They did not actually take the lead in that one, but this one stayed pretty even all the way to 19-18 until Lyman had a 5-0 run to go up 24-18. That's a lot of set points, and after trading side outs, Lyman wins game 3. In the end, fairly easily, 25-19. Lyman kept things going in the fourth set. They started out with a 4-1 lead, even though Stanley County came back, took the lead at 7-6. But Lyman got 3 in a row from there. They started chipping away. Stanley County was right with them at 13-12. But another 3 in a row for Lyman put them up by 4. And they kept that 4-point lead. Stanley County got back within 2 at 18-16. Still 19-17, but at 21-19. As it turns out, Lyman wins the last 4 points and another 6-point victory to close out the match with a 25-19 victory. So the Raiders just made more plays, I think, in that third and fourth set. Stanley County I don't know if they got a little bit tired. Stanley County's used to playing. They just had a 5-set match on Friday night, but I don't know what it is, what you would call it. It just seems like Stanley County's intensity went away just a little bit in that third and fourth sets, and that's one of the things that can plague this team from time to time. And I think it just seemed like Carly Leafgreen was not as much a part of the attack, the offensive effort for the Lady Buffaloes as she was able to do in the first 2 sets. The defense was there pretty well for Stanley County throughout the night, but again, it was just a few more hitting errors for Stanley County than what we saw from Lyman. As we take a look at the stats in this one, we start in the kills column. 43-39. Lyman will have the advantage in this one as they are led by Casey Wagner unofficially with 15 kills to lead all scorers in the match. Kate Garnos will check in with 11. Katie Tursa, the setter, but a versatile player, has a finish of 8 kills. And then Drew Luff with 5. 3 of those come in that last game as she helped to seal the deal. Lindsay Theory with 3, and then a kill apiece for Ellie Erickson and for J.C. Miller. Total 43 for the Raiders, 39 for the Lady Buffaloes. Carly Leafgreen leads with 13. Allie McQuistion with 11. Brea Clayman had a pretty good night with 9 kills as well. Caitlin Hebner with 4, and Courtney Brown with 2. As Lyman has the advantage in that kills column. Defensively, though, Stanley County did dominate defense at the net. 11 kills combined between Caitlin Hebner with 7 and Carly Leafgreen with 4. Kate Garnos did have 2 for Lyman defensively. Lyman has a slight serving advantage with an 11-9 edge in the ace column. There were 4 aces for Katie Tursa, 3 for Ellie Erickson to lead Lyman. Natalie Schaffelman had 4 aces, and Brea Clayman 2 for Stanley County. But Stanley County had 8 service errors, and those most of those didn't come until, they had 4 of them actually in the 4th set to help the Lyman cause as well. Lyman only had 3 service errors all night long. Speaking of errors, Lyman with just 26 on the night, still an average of about 6.5 a game. You'd like that to be a little bit lower than that. Stanley County had an average of 8 per set, though, with 32 overall. All in all, a 3-1 set victory for Lyman. As again, they've got one more match to play. They'll go to Burke tomorrow. And whether it's the Cougars or the Bulldogs, I can't remember. Burke has eliminated South Central, it seems, from teams in the co-op this year. But whatever the case, Burke is actually having a very good volleyball season. There's something like 25-6 coming into this week's final week of action. We've got a Bauman Lumber Player of the Game to award, and we've got choices on both sides. We're going to go with the winning side, of course, but give an effort, pat on the back to Carly Leafgreen with 13 kills and 4 blocks. Brea Clayman with 9 kills, and of course Caitlin Hebner really impressed me tonight, even though just 4 kills, but those 7 ace blocks from Caitlin Hebner, one of the more impressive stats in this match. But for the Raiders, we've got a couple of people to choose from, and we'll tell you after you hear from Bauman Lumber who our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game will be.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials at affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Bauman Lumber, as always, sponsors Players of the Game for the winning Lyman Lady Raiders. Honorable mention will go to Katie Tursa with her 8 kills and 4 service aces, and a lot of set assists as well as the primary setter. Kate Garnos had a well-rounded game, 11 kills, 2 blocks, and a service ace, but Casey Wagner came up with a lot of the biggest points, 15 kills to lead the way for Lyman, and Casey was scoring both in the front row and a couple of spot kills in the back row as well. The 5'8 junior, Casey Wagner of the Lyman Raiders, your Bauman Lumber Player of the Game, as we get her a T-shirt from Bauman Lumber and KGFX Sports, noting her accomplishments here this evening as Lyman defeats Stanley County 3-1. As we mentioned, Lyman goes to Burke tomorrow night with their 9-17 record, looking ahead at the Region 7B tournament. Looking at Lyman probably being a 6 seed, opening up Monday night, 1 week from tonight, hosting Crazy Horse. I expect them to win that, and then they'd have to go to number 3 New Underwood on Tuesday next week. Good luck to the Raiders in the upcoming Region 7B tournament. For Stanley County, their regular season done at 6-16. They'll have a full week plus 1 day to prepare for a matchup probably at Mobridge Pollock. Stanley County would be the 5 seed if we started tonight. I look for them to go to number 4, Mobridge Pollock, a team that they have a victory on over this season. So if they can get by Mobridge Pollock, well, they probably would have number 1 seeded Miller, who is actually the top overall seed in all of Class A. Obviously a tough road, but good luck to the Lady Buffaloes in the postseason as well. We're still working out our region volleyball coverage. We may have that Stanley County and Mobridge Pollock matchup for you either here on KGFX. Could have it on Star 99 out of Mobridge as well, but keep listening for more details on when you might be able to follow Stanley County on the airwaves in the volleyball postseason. We'll be covering a lot of area teams, possibly. We'll find out. Speaking of covering area teams, our next broadcast of KGFX Sports will happen to be on Thursday night. back to the gridiron. The postseason football continues as we'll continue to follow the Sully Buttes Chargers on KGFX. The top-seeded Sully Buttes Chargers entertain number 8 seed Kadoka Area, who, as I understand it, took 11 players dressed out to Harding County and defeated the perennial power. Harding County is not the same team this year as they have been in years past, but Kadoka with a great upset win, but it doesn't get any easier, obviously, as they come to number 1 Sully Buttes. We'll have it for you on Thursday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, and we'll have a 6:35 pregame here on KGFX. Hope you can join us for that. We've also got 4 other stations of the Dakota Radio Group covering high school playoff football on Thursday night. So the volleyball season comes to an end for the regular season for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. And again, they're 8 seniors: Brea Clayman, Cedar Scott, Courtney Brown, Emma Cowan, Allie McQuiston, also Maddie Titzy, Natalie Schoffelman, and Sam Longbreak enjoying some senior night cake here as this one comes to an end. But it's Lyman coming in and getting a road victory, 3-1. We thank you for joining us. We thank Jeff Duncan for running the show back in studio. And don't forget, on your way back to and from the games, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you it's always better left unread than dead. Please don't text and drive, and buckle up every trip, every time, from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Coverage of high school volleyball brought to you on the airwaves tonight by the Stanley County Booster Club and First Dakota National Bank, McDonald's, and Averis St. Mary's Hospital. Brought to you in part by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Bottom Line Welding, and Bank West. And our coverage of our volleyball coverage tonight also sponsored by Kennebec Telephone, BJ's Food Center, Halverson Oil, Dakota Prairie Bank, Darren Boyle Sales, and by Thrivent Financial of Chamberlain. Tonight's coverage of high school sports brought to you within the broadcast by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Boyd Gonzalez Agency, Teton River Traders, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Lynn's Dakota Mart, CHS Midwest Cooperatives, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto in Pierre, the one place to go. Your final Wagner Auto scoreboard: it's Lyman defeating Stanley County 3-1, 27-25, 24-26, 25-19, 25-19. For Jeff Duncan, I'm Brian Oakland from Parkview Gym. Have a great Monday and a great rest of the week, everybody.